Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I'm Ragini Mukundan, a Microsoft Dynamics 365 ERP functional consultant at Cetas. This is part 5 of the series Understanding COGS Calculation in Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central. In this video, I'm going to show how Business Central calculates and posts COGS. More specifically, how the setting called automatic cost posting affects the posting of cost entries during purchases and sales. This setting decides whether inventory cost related entries like direct cost applied, COGS and inventory adjustments post to the general ledger automatically or only after running a batch job. We will be discussing about what is automatic cost posting, how do purchases and sales behave with and without this function, what is the alternative, that is, a brief about the batch job post inventory cost to GL. What is automatic cost posting? Automatic cost posting is a setting in Business Central that decides whether inventory related costs are posted to the general ledger immediately or not. It's a boolean displayed on the inventory setup page in Business Central. When automatic cost posting is on, Business Central posts inventory costs to the GL instantly. Every time you post a purchase or a sale, both the item ledger and the GL are updated at the same time. In simple words, on is equal to real-time inventory costing directly into your accounts. When automatic cost posting is off, BC still updates inventory in the item ledger, but it does not create the related GL cost entries immediately. This means GL and item ledger remain out of sync until a batch job runs. In short, off is equal to post now in the item ledger and post later in the GL. Why does this boolean exist? This setting exists to give companies flexibility. Small companies may prefer real-time entries, that is, keeping the automatic cost posting boolean on, while big companies with heavy transaction volumes may prefer to post the cost entries in batches, that is, keeping the automatic cost posting boolean off. So, automatic cost posting decides whether BC posts the inventory cost entries instantly or waits for you to run the batch job. If it's switched on, Business Central gives real-time accuracy. If it's switched off, Business Central delays the GL updates until posting the cost batch. What is the suggested behavior? Keeping the boolean on or switched off? Although automatic cost posting gives real-time costing, most companies keep it switched off because it can slow down the system. When the automatic cost posting boolean is on, every purchase, sale and cost adjustment immediately hits the GL, which increases the posting time, causes table locks and may even create deadlocks when many users are posting simultaneously. Keeping the automatic cost posting boolean switched off improves performance and stability. Moreover, the GL can be updated safely in batches using the post inventory cost to GL job. Let us look at this setup in Business Central. In the inventory setup page, under the General Fast tab, we have the automatic cost posting boolean. This boolean controls whether inventory cost entries go to the GL immediately or stay pending until we run the batch job. Let's see a purchase when automatic cost posting boolean is switched off. We have mapped the vendor, specified the vendor invoice number, and selected the item to be purchased. I am buying 10 quantities of this item from this particular vendor. Let's look at what happens when I receive and invoice this purchase order. If you see here, unlike the usual 4 GL entries that are created when I post a purchase invoice, I have only 2 over here. My purchase account 7210 is debited and my payables account 5410 is credited. So, the system has acknowledged the purchase but not made any relevant inventory adjustments in the GL. The item ledger is updated but the GL is not. BC still updates the item value internally but the cost layer does not hit the GL yet. So, the GL is temporarily incomplete. How does the inventory value finally reach the GL then? That's where the batch job comes into picture. Post inventory cost to GL. This is the batch job we have been talking about all along. Post inventory costs to GL takes all cost adjustments, purchase costs and COGS that happened in the item ledger and posts them to the GL. To explain in simple terms, it's like syncing the item ledger value with the GL. It posts all the missing inventory and COGS entries. It also ensures that the inventory valuation report is equal to the GL inventory account balance. When the automatic cost posting boolean is switched off, this batch job is mandatory. If the automatic cost posting boolean is switched on, this batch job is still needed, but only for adjustments discovered later, like cost changes from revaluation or cost adjustments. Let's take a look at what happens when we run this batch job for purchases in Business Central. Now, the system will pick up all pending inventory value changes and post them to the GL. Let's go back to the posted purchase invoice. If we see here, we have all the 4 GL entries now. Our purchases account 7210 is debited by 17.5 and our payables account 5410 is credited by the same amount. Similarly, we have another set of entries. Our inventory account 2130 is debited by Rs 17.5 and our direct cost applied account 7291 is credited by Rs 17.5. So, with the automatic cost posting boolean switched off, purchasing is a two-step process. First is posting the purchase invoice and then we have to run the post inventory cost to GL batch job. Let's post a purchase order with the automatic cost posting boolean switched on and see the difference. have all the 4 GL entries. Our purchases account is debited by rupees 450 and our payables account is credited by rupees 450. Similarly, our inventory account is debited by rupees 450 and our direct cost applied account is credited by the same amount. The sales entries are also treated in a similar manner. When you post a sales invoice with the automatic cost posting boolean turned off, only the receivables account debit to sales entry is posted immediately. The COGS account debit to inventory entry will not be posted at that moment. It is posted only after you run the post inventory cost to GL batch job. So, if your automatic cost posting boolean is turned on, revenue and cost hit the PL instantly. Inventory reduces in real time and the COGS is matched immediately with the sales. If your automatic cost posting boolean is turned off without running the post inventory cost to GL, BC reduces inventory internally but the GL does not reflect it yet. So your profit is overstated until this batch job runs. Automatic cost posting controls when the inventory costs hit the general ledger. With the automatic cost posting switched on, costs post instantly and you get real-time accuracy, but it can impact performance in busy environments. With the automatic cost posting turned off, the system runs faster and avoids GL locking. It also avoids missing inventory and COGS entries, which can be pushed safely through the post-inventory cost to GL batch job. Either approach keeps your item ledger and general ledger aligned. The only difference is whether the update happens immediately or in a controlled batch. Understanding this setting is essential for maintaining accurate financials and a stable, well-performing system. That brings us to the end of today's video. If you have any questions or would like us to cover specific scenarios, feel free to share them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical Dynamics 365 insights and stay tuned for the next video in this series. Thank you for watching.